When I go down the coal mine, there's not enough air, and I have trouble breathing. I feel like I'm living in another world, the rat world. It's pitch black, darker than at night. That's what it's like down the coal mine.
Más oscuro que la noche, vive uno aquí en las minas de carbón. Estoy muy amañada en la mina porque gano ahí uno.
I'm happy to work here because we make good money. We get paid based on output. But of course, it's very tough. You have to bust your guts to meet one's coal quota as fast as possible so that you can get home and rest and get some sleep.
Se le da un trabajo rápido, ¿sí? Para poder salir a descansar el cuerpo más temprano. Yo trabajo de lunes a sábado a mediodía.
I work 8 hours a day, every day, from Monday to Saturday. They hire us children because we can squeeze along the narrow galleries in the mine, and that's why the bosses are happy to have us.
¿Y se va? ¿Listo?
Listo.
Bueno.
Papá, papi.
Dad, it's almost 4 o'clock. And so? Well, can we stop now? I'm very tired.
Apaga la luz, papi. Esta semana gano aproximadamente unos.
I make about $25 a week. My father makes only 20. He makes less than I do because it's harder for him to dig and he produces less than I do.
Buenos días. Pues en la mina hace calor. Como yo sufro un poco de la.
It's terribly hot in the mine and I'm not very healthy. I have high blood pressure and I have trouble breathing, so I cannot work as fast as the others.
Trabajaba antes de agricultor, ¿no?
Before coming here, I was a farmer, but it didn't pay enough. I couldn't feed my family. I have 8 children, and even today I still cannot pay for their school fees. We've always been poor, so we have to put up with the dangerous work in order to survive. I don't force my son to go down the mine. He can go back to the village, to his mother if he wants to. But he's the one who insists on working with me, so it's his problem. I would have preferred to go to school, but as we've got no money, I have to slave away here. In fact, there's no age limit for studying. There's someone in my home village that I know. It's an 80-year-old woman who's just started going to elementary school. So I tell myself, I've plenty of time to study. First, I need to work hard in the coal mine, and maybe one day I'll succeed.
¿Qué utiliza su mamá en la casa para preparar los alimentos? El carbón. ¿Con el carbón se podrían hacer juguetes?
No. Sí.
Lo utilizamos para hacer juguetes. Para hacer en la talla que... El problema de la minería de Topaga.
Here in the Propaga region, the method of coal mining is primitive. Fathers have no qualms about sending their children to do very hard labor, which can be devastating for their health. This is highly irresponsible because the mines are unhealthy and dangerous.
Veo que el padre de familia no tiene responsabilidades, ya que estas minas, por su forma de explotación, presentan diferentes clases de peligro. Se conoce el caso de los niños de Topaga.
Most of the children in the area work in the mine because their families are destitute. They go to school in the morning and work in the mine in the afternoon. Some do it spontaneously because it's a family tradition. Others do it to help their needy parents. They don't really have a choice, like young Jaime Andrés.
Cuando salí del paro, le dije adiós con la mano y se quedó mamá vieja muy triste en la puerta del rancho. Y se quedó mamá vieja muy triste en la puerta del rancho.
Pues estoy sola y no hay quien me ayude y soy viuda.
I'm a widow with no income, and so my son has to help me by working 3 hours a day in the mine, except on Sunday.
Menos el domingo. Él trabaja escargando el coche.
His job is to unload the coal. He does not have to go down the mine.
Afuera. No, adentro no. ¿Sí? ¿También?
Oh, you do?
No sé qué lo pondrán.
You do have to go underground? Oh, you see, I don't even know what they make him do up there. It's true, it is dangerous. That's why I would prefer it if he didn't go this year. And next year. I'll send him to Bogotá to do a safer job, and it will also be better for his schooling.
Yo no quisiera trabajar más porque
I would prefer not to have to go down the mine.
Para ganar, o sea, acá en Topaga no hay en otro lado en que trabajar sino en las minas.
If I could afford it, of course, I would stop, but here in Topaga, there's nothing else we can do. And if you don't dig coal, how are you going to pay for food, for clothing and school? We have to pay for the books, school uniforms and school supplies.
El uniforme, los esferos, todo eso. Cada día cuando yo por la mina.
Every day I go down, I risk my life. I'm scared because I know many who did not make it back.
Que gente queda atrapada. Y uno peligra mucho. Gente ha quedado tapada porque.
It's very dangerous here. The mines are not well maintained or propped up. Nothing is safe and it may collapse on your head at any time.
Se viene la mina, se viene un derrumbe y queda uno atrapado.
¿Sí el peligro?
¿Sí ve el peligro?
Es el peligro.
No gana mucho y sí deja de mucho.
We damage our health for just peanuts. Sometimes it makes me cry. I'm so upset that sometimes I cry.
Se le dañan a uno los pulmones.
When you're down in the mine, it's your lungs that really suffer. You breathe the coal dust all the time. And we have 2 friends who died in the mine, and their father had forced them to go down, and part of the mine caved in, and they died suffocated. And since then, we don't want to work down there. The accident really scared us, but we're still forced to go and do the same job. Really, one day something should be done to stop this gambling with our lives.
Realmente el reglamento de higiene y seguridad o 1335 que se llama acá en Colombia.
Well, there is in Colombia a health and safety regulation which forbids employing children under 18 and women to work in the mines.
Bajo tierra. Ese reglamento de higiene y seguridad debería comenzar a aplicarse a partir de 1989. Desafortunadamente en el país no hay una policía.
But unfortunately, there are no mine police which can strictly enforce that law.
El industrial aprovecha algo porque
the coal producers are quite happy with the situation. They take advantage of the chaotic state of the market and the fact that there are many small-scale, unregistered coal producers to buy coal from at a low price. Of course, these illegal practices shouldn't be tolerated, but shutting all the mines would risk creating a social upheaval in the sector.
El gobierno pone sus leyes. Por ejemplo,
The government wants to enforce laws like the one which bars children from working in the coal mines. But we don't really have a choice. If we don't work hard, we run the risk of becoming delinquents, stealing or killing to survive. The government hurts us with these laws because young people could become tramps and forget what honest work is all about. So for me, I prefer to kill myself working hard, and at least that way I'm in no danger of becoming a guerrillero. There's so much violence in Colombia that I think stopping children to do honest work would be a crime.
¿Y ustedes allá en Francia?
And what about where you come from? Do children have to work down the mines too? Because here we all have to do it. We live like moles, and we never see the light of day. We'd love to do something else, but what? Here there's only coal mining. When we go home, we're exhausted and too tired to be able to study. I'm far behind in my studies. But I haven't given up hope of succeeding one day.
Mientras tanto ahí pues tocará trabajar, pero toda la vida creo que no va a durar en eso. Por ejemplo, yo cuando salgo a Sogamoso y miro a chicas así todas lindas.
When I go to town, to Sogamosos, I see pretty girls. I would love to have a girlfriend like that, but it's impossible because I'm just a little coal miner. I don't stand a chance with these girls, so when I'm digging down the mine, I dream about them. For a 16-year-old girl like me, the mine is not a life. We have to sacrifice our youth in order to survive.
La vida es así, y a mí me gustaría que los padres que tengan.
I really wish that fathers would not have to force their children to work in the galleries, because it's not human.
Hay varios niños que amalayan.
But here there are too many starving youngsters who cry because of this hardship. But the government doesn't give a damn. They don't realize how much suffering is going on here. I really wish somebody would start caring about us. And it's only thanks to God if we survive, because around here everybody has to work. My husband left me with nothing when the children were very small. He didn't even leave me a picture or just a few pesos. That's why I have to make my own children work. The poor kids, they've not even been to primary school. It's a sin to let children go down the mines like this. We live like animals. We can't even stand up straight. We have to stay bent over, which makes it even harder, because we suffer from cramps in the legs. And the coal seems very hard. It's very difficult to get the coal out. A coal mine is not a place for a woman like me. It's too difficult. Look at my hands, how dirty and ragged they are. And I earn less than a man because, of course, I don't produce as much. It really is like being a slave here.
Diarios. Estamos viviendo aquí es una esclavitud.
Oiga, doña Rosita, ¿usted cuánto echó?
Rosita, how much did you manage to dig out today? A quarter of a ton. Was the gallery safe? More or less. And you? How much did you do? Not much. And you? Oh, a quarter of a ton as well.
No, señor, está muy bueno.
El carbón está duro para picarlo.
El carbón está.
Is it hard to break up the coal? Yeah.
Entonces mañana le cambio de corte para que se saque
But you've got to do it to earn your money.
En todo caso, le pedimos el favor que Dios y la Virgen Santísima nos dé licencia
Let's hope God looks after us so we can come back tomorrow.
Bueno, patrón.
Make the sign of a cross and go down.
Mi mina es pequeña, sí, por lo que no es más grande la veta. Y entonces así
My gallery is low because of the coal seam here.
Sufrimos mucho por lo que la veta es así.
So you have to kneel to dig. It is very hard for these poor women, and the other mines don't want them. But they have to feed their children somehow.
Por eso yo les doy trabajo a esa gente.
I've got to be nice to these people.
Me gusta ser amable con esa gente porque sé que sufren hambre.
And I feel like I really need to look after them a bit.
Con responsabilidad o algo así.
Trabajo en las minas a nosotras de jóvenes, o sea, como para mí.
Well, working down the mine deforms my body.
Tenía músculos de hombre.
I mean, look at my legs and my arms. They look like a man's, not a girl's.
Y Dios es pesado. A mí no me gusta que...
I don't like seeing my profile becoming like that.
¿Qué puedo hacer? Trabajar. También tengo problemas de respiración.
And my lungs are clogged with coal dust.
Salimos que ya casi nos ahogamos.
And I can't breathe anymore. So then I have to go up for some air.
Cuando nosotros nos enfermamos, no tenemos...
When we get ill, we have no health care or a trade union to help us. We have nothing, and the boss doesn't give a damn.
Desde un principio se le advierte a esa gente, sí. Dice, bueno, sí le puedo dar trabajo.
Well, when we hire these people, we warn them. We're giving you some work, but we are not responsible if you have any problems. So I don't feel bad about it, and at least they have jobs.
Mi mamá estuvo enferma. A mi mamá, ahí la alentamos por voluntad de Dios ahí. Que aguas, así. Nosotros pensamos que de pronto se nos moría. Y si mi mamá nos llega a faltar, yo no sé cómo será. Nadie nos apoya. Nosotros hemos sufrido mucho y todo por culpa de mi papá.
Ponzoñoso, tu cuerpo se desliza y tienen tus caricias el frío del terror. Y es tu mirar tan triste que a veces causa pena, igual que el de la hiena que incuba una traición. A veces me pregunto en qué estaba pensando el día que mis ojos se fijaron en ti. No me perdono nunca el haberte mirado, del mal que me has causado, solo culpable fui.
A ver, esta cooperativa se inició desde...
We set up this cooperative to provide the children in the area with another option. Here we have two types of activities. coal sculpting, and sewing work clothes. Children make pre-Columbian figurines, paperweights and other gadgets. And then the figurines are sold off to tourists. The cooperative keeps 20% of the selling price for its administrative costs. The kids get about 80%. So, for example, for this figurine, a child will make about $1 for a half day's work, which is less than half of the country's minimum wage. Only a minority of the region's children work here. We would love for all of them to be with us, but we cannot force them to come. Many only come to the workshop for a short time, because they don't make any money during their training period, whereas in the mine they get paid the same day. I myself had to push a barrow when I was 11, and sometimes I cried. I was so exhausted and so thirsty. We worked from 6 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. And the conditions really are inhuman and unacceptable for children. That's why I struggled to keep our cooperative going.
¿Qué le vendo?
2 paneles más, por favor. Y 1 kilo más, por favor, de arroz.
¿Y qué otra cosa?
1 kilo de arroz más, por favor.
Sí.
Gracias.
Gracias. A sus órdenes.
Hasta luego, señora Martínez.
Hasta luego. Se llama Rosa Chaparro.
Their mother is Rosa Chaparro, and their story makes me very sad. I've begged her several times to stop digging down the mines, but this poor woman doesn't have enough money to feed her poor children, and she keeps working herself much too hard. And tomorrow, what will happen to them?
Un hombre está joven, pero mañana.
¿Qué más, Marta?
¿Qué más? De milagro verla.
Milagro de siempre.
¿Qué has pensado del estudio?
Pues, no sé. Quería seguir estudiando, pero no hay plata.
Nos vemos esta tarde en tu casa y te explico algo del estudio.
Bueno. Bueno, chao.
Chao.
Me too, I work in the mine. But I'm lucky because I go to school in the morning, so that later I will have a profession.
Espero darle enseñanza a mi amiga Milena.
I try to help my best friend Milena by giving her private lessons so that she can catch up.
¿Qué hubo? Nada. Pensé que no ibas a venir.
Lo poco que me ha enseñado Marta.
The little I learn from Martha will always be useful, because in this area you have to work like slaves in the mine if you don't go to school.
Y pues si mi amiga me sigue ayudando, yo quiero salir
So
adelante.
thanks to my best friend, I hope to get out one day. But will I really be able to?
No tengo la mayor posibilidad de seguir estudiando.
Cuando es día de pago, pues ahí sí me puedo ir para mi casa. Por allá.
When it's the weekend after we get our pay, I go home to my village to see if things are okay with my family, my mother, my little brothers and sisters. It's important to be concerned about your close relatives. I work far away from them, and I miss them. The last time I played football. This kind of life was fun when I was a kid. But today I would feel a bit ashamed to be like a child again.
Ya siempre soy grandecito. Ya me puedo defender, ya eso ya da pena. Ser uno por ahí, así es seguir otra vez el camino de ser niño. Yo hace como 5 años que salí a trabajar.
It's been about 5 years that I've been slaving away in the mines, and it's too late to want to live like a kid of my own age. I'm too used to having to work. So staying home idle without earning a living is not my thing. I'm better off staying and working at the mine. There at least I feel okay. So before I go down into the mine, I always cross myself. And underground, I feel protected by God and the Virgin Mary.